Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor! thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor! It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so
It's like somebody
happy to
fucked you
hear
up with a
your
coffee
voice.
pot. God damn.
You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And I valued your friendship. But I thought you were referring to another kind of company. And to be honest, you and Constantine aren't exactly my type. Anything else?
I must leave you. Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Pt.1. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Pt.1 for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Ptolemy?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Pt.1.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Ptolemy has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Good day, Your Excellency.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Pt.1 on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
How is Thélème faring on Pt.1?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Pt.1?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Hello, sir. Greetings, Your Excellency.
The merchant is there.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
And so you're back, sir. Do you have our second payment with you?
Don't count on it. We shall return. See you soon.
Well, look at here. What's up, motherfuckers?
Stop! I beg of you!
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Yes, yes! Don't hit me anymore!
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, good sir. I'll take care of it immediately.
You'll find all you need in our selection, whatever you... Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
And death to the others!
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Hold your armor! Be careful!
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings. To my help! And death to the others! There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
May the disease never afflict you, Your Excellency.
Locked. I don't have the key. Locked. Locked. Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. People stopped going out of their homes. And then, thankfully, the alchemist people were still distraught. I also lost quite... but that's nothing new to...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming. I understand if you don't believe me after all that. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of
Why does Sahin bear you such
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any...
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions.
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder?
I don't have a choice, but it does not...
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your...
So...
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must...
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront them.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden well.
The servant's door.
Locked. I don't have the key. I don't have the key. Locked. The key to the tavern. Locked.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet?
Yes. I've unlocked the service entrance.
Without being skinned alive, but...
You need to remain prudent.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients. Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way.
Holy heavens.
To my help! And death to the taste my savor!
More angry customers. I should have stayed at the tavern. I was safe. Holy heavens. I'm sick. Help me. Protect me. I've never learned to fight.
To my help! And death to the others!
Selection, whatever you need to be a talk of all serene.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back, and stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barrack.
Finally!
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again.
We followed his trail to the coin guard tavern, but he had all the same. You have nothing to fear. He will never stop.
We'll eventually catch up with Governor Burhan. We'll be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shore. Thank you for your help, Excellency. And allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
crew is your hat out of sight. Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen any... Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. You'll find all you need in our selection.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened. Changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had it. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're docked. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords? I don't think so.
This Jonas.
In tradition, we are all members of the same...
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find...
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on selling? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down.
That isn't the safest place in the city.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some help.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? Thanks to your prince, even though certain zones are owned... It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor.
Could you tell me anything about our destination?
It is a magnificent... The natives have a relationship with They're a very friendly people, welcoming. I've also heard that there are a great many but I wouldn't know what else to tell you.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships...
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard.
Our magic, yes. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships, others are sea-gifted. Join the Norts for... It's how the guild is made and maintained.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hull.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the... So, unless you're asking me to...
I wouldn't go that far.
Well then, they'll have to wait.
The hellfire. If that shipment doesn't...
Captain, I understand your position, but...
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is... He's gotten into his head that a gang... He's placed guards where our cargo is being held, before all that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the...
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must... Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking.
Take a look around. There are far too many. As long as they don't try and get on my ship. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler. Maybe in the port jails. Not why I ask you. Why
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just...
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been...
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to... And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would... Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up... The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are...
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
This smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Good day, sailor.
I've been talking about Jonas, but like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't...
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man. Who knows, it's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, the other day, in the tavern, I saw it. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little early. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed...
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what with the captain. No.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night?
Maybe.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere...
How would I know? You'd think...
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get... Did anyone else see the kid?
There was still a small crowd in the town. I seem to recall that regular being there. The kind of fellow who plays from morning to night, and now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know.
Thank you, Lara. Good day. Someone told me...
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's taken it.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening.
Did anything seem out of the...
Maybe...
Why would that be?
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin when he...
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine.
Does he know anyone in...
No one, far as I...
Do you think he could have made himself any...
I wouldn't think that for a moment.
I don't know where to start, and you don't believe him.
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him... Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas... I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing.
What do you think about Captain...
He's a damn good navigator. He knows his craft well.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this. Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Kind of...
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big guy.
I see. An able-bodied man.
Where might I find him at this...
Here? He would never...
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shut.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did the hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes?
I don't believe it. Of course, I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't...
What kind of damage?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood.
Let me take a look. Perhaps
if you can fix it...
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for... Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But in any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Anything else?
I'm looking for a Nort. A young cabin...
A Nort, you say? That's not a lot to...
According to one of his fellows, he would have been...
A kidnapping. In my establishment. I would have noticed. That... Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Who are you?
No. I'm looking for a young cabin boy.
Yes, that does ring a bell.
Tell me what happened then.
A rich merchant came in. With the kind of man you can round up for a few coins. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was different.
And after that?
And I think I might well have seen those... I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was.
What can you tell me about the boy?
He seemed rather nervous, and he must have been right to be nervous.
Who was the rich merchant?
No, sir. You were in luck. It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word.
He is absent, but the lady of the house... Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen... And to what do I owe the honor?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here.
It concerns a delicate matter. According to witnesses, he had an...
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure...
Don't you see, Your Excellency?
I am very surprised. And that his men escorted him from the tavern using...
Witnesses? In a tavern?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that...
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband... A gesture that your drunkards must have
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking. We learned the new name they gave him. Then we learned the name of the ship. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew.
Where might I find your son?
I cannot say, Excellency. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Did you get what you came for? Leave me now, please.
Sir, you still
have no fear. I will bring him back.
I'm still without news of Mike.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the...
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parent...
A contract? But what kind of contract?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Naughts. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before... I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't... But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naught. Our ship...
Could you tell me a little about your...
We are...
Thanks to your magic, so...
Others...
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naughts?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my house! And jump to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well, I'm going.
Damnation. We've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We researched, but it didn't please the...
Safe, but the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research.
Our work concerned the
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who...
The very same. His writing was careful.
With the discovery of Pt.1, we thought it crucial. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place.
And?
Pt.1 is without any doubt the land... But the text that we discovered was...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth.
It was written in black and white, and...
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more than...
The sacred texts are always different.
Who were you hoping would give you...
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition...
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least...
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being...
That would be better than being...
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could... forget...
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation statement. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text.
It served no purpose. It's our life.
I see. Well, you have no...
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of... If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum.
Your goodness honors you.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll stay here. I'll... This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Sir de Sade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
I will not leave here without your son. You will deliver him to me willingly or forced.
I will not be letting that happen. To me, my gods! You will not take my son from me!
To my help! And death to the others! Greenblood, you're wounded! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! They broke your armor! Be careful!
It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now. Locked.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
I'm extremely sorry to have to tell you this, Joe. He preferred to fight to the death rather than allow you to...
How tragic. And the woman, my mother.
You don't seem to be all that close to your...
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. They find me, capture me, and lock me up. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry.
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then... It's not possible just now.
To my help, and death to the others! Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Your Excellency.
Lord Des...
I would like to talk to you.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent... And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least...
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn...
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people...
We are willing.
At the port of Serene.
Very well. I shall send an escort...
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't...
If you would allow me, I...
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart. Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade.
It pains me to inform you that the heretic...
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly. We have nothing else to do but pray that...
I must be going. Farewell.
May the light...
If you had any idea who I am... Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
He's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress! Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt?
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow. Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Can't you make an exception?
No. Sorry, sir. Move along, please. Now!
Very well. I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know.
Very well.
You'll find all you need. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you seen any... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Ah, your boot! Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Your Highness, you're
Come now, Sir de Corsili. I am sad to have caused you. And would you believe that I was rotting, though still seeing double from last night? Ta-da! My dear.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits.
Take away the risk and harm.
I fear that some of... But you wanted to ask me something.
What will be your official title on Teofrid?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. But His Highness has also, I am therefore required, and also obtain as much knowledge as possible. Your help will be extremely valuable.
It's always a privilege to help. What will be your official... I need to be leaving.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to...
Well now, can we get going?
You're going to have to wait.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison. Thank you, my lord. Now, don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
It's blocked.
Hello? What can I do?
With a relay.
Fine. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear.
Do your best to be...
Don't you be worried.
The warehouse is...
Move out.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
So you're back.
We can get...
The cargo...
That shall be in. He will give you until then. So you're back. Right.
We can guarantee that your merchandise...
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The cargo shall make the voyage.
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go. He will give you new until then.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat
Sir?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Pt.1.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness.
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship.
You do. It's a rather sad affair.
All we can do is plot a course. I do thank you. Your actions bring you honor.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for 7. Do you have any farewells to make or any final business?
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Pt.1. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
Adapt.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come on, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Gentlemen!
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
A charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along, don't trouble the Nauts. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Excellency! It is an immense... What might I... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Close. Good people, liqueur and wine from the continent. Here from...
Forge in Tier for a day. Blades, armor, look. Greetings. If you're looking, and if you have us.
fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you. Oh. One armor that fits... Oh. One armor that fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you. Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain
Manfred!
Always.
We've come to find you regarding the merchant.
Ah, the commanders. And so he's got you working on this.
Is everything in order?
Alas, our merchandise has been unlocked. They're well guarded.
Since these crates are registered...
The modification of the manifest might... We'd have too many details to explain.
What? Is he waiting?
No. Of course. And he must also mark...
Why is that? They're all...
Most of the men are illiterate, but they need to be quick about it.
I see.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
My ship's being used to move your contraband, and now you want to sneak into one of our warehouses.
Kurt was given the order. If we want to help him, we don't have a choice.
I don't like this. But, since I've been sacked, let's just say that this will be a little bit of revenge.
How are we to know in which warehouse we'll find this damn cargo?
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
That won't be necessary. My entire cargo has been placed in the warehouse closest to my...
Hello, what can I do?
I'm asleep.